we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, it's Stroud. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Again, it's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Stroud off the play fake. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 22. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Flush to his right. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Pickett flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett back to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Harris running straight ahead, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Stroud on 3rd down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Not only was it a double move route, It was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Off play action, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Let's do this, man. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's do it. It's about that time. Let's rock and roll, baby. You know what we need, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Show what you got. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's ride, dog. Get on out here. Let's go. Let's do it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. First and 10, it's Stroud. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Pickett now on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First and 10, here's Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. To the air on first down with Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go. Once again, we got to get it. It's showtime, baby. That's a big one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. 1 second, all that remains. Here's 2nd and 9. Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Let's go, fellas. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's go. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the play. That's right. Get to the whistle. It's all like that. Yeah. Put a little aggressive, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's turn it up.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Pulled in at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The second down throw now from Stroud.
Nifty move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Pickett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They go again with Pierce. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pickett now on first down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the 30 on second down, Pickett gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Washington. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You call it. Let's go. Let's go, dog. They got to walk that walk, baby. Let's do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Let's go. Get him there. That's right, baby. Praise until we praise.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
On second down, it's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Now Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Pierce now up the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Stroud to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. Harris will start the drive out, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Pickett with the first throw of overtime. Complete to Washington. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First throw of overtime. Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now, because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Stroud sets up the play action. This ball caught by Mechie. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Pierce takes it straight ahead to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.